Good morning. Some of you may be looking at me and wondering who I am. It's a very curly hair, humid day here in South Carolina. My photo on the program catches my other look with straight hair. So, how did this all start? In the fall of 1965, Dick Burr arrived at Walt Whitman High School in Huntington Station to talk with prospective freshmen for the class of 1970. Dick was so enthusiastic, and photos of Oneonta were so inviting. Plus, the fact that I could study to be an elementary school teacher, I settled on Oneonta. I thought about staying in Long Island, but there was something about Oneonta I loved right away. After graduating, I stayed in Oneonta and taught elementary education for 2 years and started a family. I began my career as a financial aid advisor in 1978 and later moved to the registrar's office where I received mentorship and support from wonderful colleagues, some of whom I know to this day. I left the college in the summer of 1997 and relocated to Charleston, South Carolina, where after 2 years at the College of Charleston, I began a career with a higher education software solutions company as a project manager. This project manager position enabled me to continue working in higher education and provided opportunities to work in the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Thomas Virgin Islands, and about 150 colleges across the United States. After moving from Oneonta to Charleston, it became apparent that my sense of community had changed. Previously, I had served on the Alumni Board of Directors in the 1980s while working in the college administration. When I moved to Charleston, I wasn't active on the board for several years, and I read an article in Reflection that discussed the Alumni Board and requested self-nomination for members. I spent some time on a call with Laura Lincoln, told her I missed my community and I wanted to become part of the board and knew I wanted to continue giving back. After I've served now on the board for several terms and as vice president, president, and past president, I've returned to the board after a 1-year break. Serving on the board and collaborating with faculty, staff, and students has given me more than I could ever repay. I travel from South Carolina to Oneonta several times a year for board meetings, scholarship dinner, and alumni events. And when I can't travel, I participate remotely. I contribute to the Fund for Oneonta, the Netzer Plan Giving Society, and I'm a member of the 1889 Society. And after my son Jeff's death, I created a scholarship in his memory for music industry students. These are the ways that I give back to the community that has supported me and I have loved for years. I had an opportunity to reconnect with several individuals from my time in Oneonta, some really unexpectedly. A few years ago, a large group of brothers and their wives attended Alumni Weekend. I hadn't seen those faces in so many years. It was so much fun. I was able to reunite with some women who I met freshman year. I was able to visit with them in Maine and Florida, and also attend some alumni events in Naples, Florida, meeting friends and making new alumni friends. When I was still living in Charleston, I was able to organize 2 alumni events for local alums, some of whom still remain friends on Facebook. In 2020, I moved to an over 55 community in Bluffton, South Carolina, just outside of Hilton Head. Right now, I'm reaching out to the Long Island Club to try to connect with other SUNY alumni who have moved to this neighborhood. I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to Granny Thompson and Carl Carbonero, my friends from college in the mid-60s, for nominating me for this award. I also am so thankful that Granny, Judy, Carl, and Jan traveled from Florida to join me this weekend. I'm excited that my children, Kristen Turner from Breckenridge, Colorado, and Erica Turner Lamble and her husband, Rob, from Charleston, South Carolina, are also here to celebrate with me. We look forward to seeing many friends in Oneonta this weekend as well. Receiving this award is such an honor, and thank you to my community and all of you in this room.